Hello makers and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be working on my what I'm calling my Twitterverse journal. It's a new concept that I came up with for a journal. Um, and I'm just working in this regular plain ruled line notebook. I believe I got it from Michael's. I don't know. I've had it for several years. But anyway, back to the concept of a Twitterverse journal. What is that? Well, it's something that I came up with. Now, I'm the type of art journaler or person, I'm not very good at writing in my journals. For many years, for the longest time, anytime we had to do an assignment where we had to keep a diary or keep a sketchbook, I wasn't good. I was never really good at writing my thoughts down. I'm a good writer, but I never really enjoyed the process of just writing, things that happened in my day or whatever. I've always struggled with it. I once I think the thought, I'm like, well, what's the point of writing it down? So when it comes to journaling now, even though I've gotten a lot better of keeping a consistent creative practice, I still do. I still need work on actually writing in my journals. The ironic thing is that I am an English teacher right now. And so I often have my kids writing in journals. And I said to myself, well, I probably should fix that personally, where I should, include a little bit more writing. Now, again, I'm actually a pretty good writer. It's just writing in journals is something I usually don't do. So, to remedy that, I figured it dawned on me like the closest thing to a daily journal or is me sharing my thoughts on Twitter. Twitter is one of those social media platforms where I feel like I don't really have that many followers, and I kind of like it that way. I don't really like that many people following me on Twitter, and it's private right now. So that's kind of optimal. But it's a place where you just go to put down random thoughts, and it kind of goes into nowhere. Not everyone's really paying attention. Sometimes people respond, you have your internet friends, they respond or they like it, but it's just a place where I just put random ideas, or I just like things that thoughts that I see. And so I thought, that's probably the most authentic, you know, just everyday thoughts. So why not include some of those things that either, will make it into a journal? Why not include that in an actual journal? Record those thoughts. And I thought that would be a great way of seeing what my, day to day thoughts would be. So that's what this journal is. That was kind of a long explanation, but I'm calling this my Into the Twitterverse journal. So anyway, I'm just recording different thoughts that I tweets from other people that I thought were funny or that I thought were important, or quotes or news information into this journal, and also just recording some of my own thoughts. Right now you can see me taking magazine clippings from Real Simple magazine and pieces of scrapbook paper and pieces of I think that was a mailer from Ulta, some junk mail. So those ladies up front. And I'm just kind of putting these colors together. Also, I have some ephemera pieces from Kelly Bangs Creative that I actually got from Little Craft Place. So right now you can see I'm gluing that down. And like I said, there's nothing really special about this journal. Like, it's not really the best quality paper. A lot of my colors actually bleed through it. So this is just like a random, but it's so cute. So a lot of the pages that I've been making, I feel like are very cute. And it just works. I'm trying to get into a place where I'm becoming more loose in my artwork. And so I'm using up all the scraps, trying to use up all the stickers. That's actually one of my goals this year for 2022 is to use at least 50% of my sticker supply, which is kind of tough seeing that I keep buying stickers, but it's a goal nevertheless. Now what you see here is me gluing a piece of chipboard, and this used to be a chipboard sticker. American Crafts would have these collections. They haven't recently, but that was a chipboard sticker that I just took off. You can peel the back of the chipboard to kind of make it thinner, so that way it's not, too chunky in a notebook. It works. It works. Then I also use one of the tools you saw me just run through, that little die cut. It's called the Xyron sticker. It's one of their sticker machines. They have several different kinds. That's like once you use all of them, it's like a disposable one. So once I use up all the tape, I just throw it away. But that's one of my favorite tools. I have several of them. That's when I don't really want to use the whole, glue stick. It's just all over quick instant sticker making machine. So now I'm just going in with random, trying to see, fill up the pages with my sticker flakes. One day I may get to the point where I can just plop stickers down, but at this point in my life, I'm kind of just, I do like my things to color coordinate, so I don't just randomly put, even though I'm getting a little bit better, but I still like the colors to go together. So I'm not 100% loose, but I'm getting better. But these are the once more. Wait, no, I can't remember. I think it's no. These are Wonton in a Million, and I think Shine Sticker Studio. This planner stickers that I got several years back from Michaels. They have several, and they still have, they still sell, those different brands. Now they have a lot more. So I'm just using those. Didn't really use them in my planners. And reason I noticed why I didn't use them in my planners, because I kept turning my planners into journals. So I came to the realization, I was just honest with myself, that I was just buying planners because I just wanted to decorate in them. I wasn't exactly writing in them as much. I just got by with Post-it notes. So I'm at a point where I'm like, well, I just know that I want to work on the journal. So that's what I've been doing, using planner supplies in my journals. As you can see, I'm starting to write some of my tweets. Sometimes I just screenshot. I went on to my actual Twitter profile to see what I wanted to write down, and I found this is like a low key, stress-free sort of way when you don't know what to write in your journal. Just write down what you wrote on Twitter or what you found on Twitter. And it doesn't even have to be Twitter. It could be any social media platform. It could be quotes. It could be things that occur in the news. And so I probably won't just limit this to Twitter, but since I do, follow a lot of, there's like the people I follow or tweets that I see that make me laugh or that I agree with or sparks interest or give me ideas that I kind of want to write down. And it's a very real-time reflection of kind of what's going on in the world sometimes. So I'm using my, what is this? Those Pentel. No, these are the flare tip pens. So I'm using that in this notebook, flare tip pens, and then I also had I can't remember the brand. I'm using Tombow markers, I had a Sharpie S gel pen, and I also have like a .3, which I love that pen. I can't think of the brand name, but any pen that's like a .3, it's very fine tip, which is helpful for me. It just helps my writing a little bit more, and I also love drawing with that pen. So yes, I'm just going in right now and writing the different tweets that I wanted to capture. And so, like I said, this is a very fun way. So I'm just going back in and seeing if I can add other, stickers to enhance it. But I hope this gives you some ideas on how you can, different ways to use journals. And I will be actually going, hopefully, in the next week, couple of weeks, like showing you what planners, what journals, well, I'll say what journals I'll be using for 2020-22. And I have quite the lineup because I can't help stop buying journals and notebooks. But also I like having several journals going at once because sometimes I just like working on different types of paper. And when one thing while one thing is drying or I'm working on now, I like to start working on something else. So it just depends on like the mood I'm in. Each journal has a different mood, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm almost finished with this, and like I said, I'm just adding stickers. Thanks for joining me, and I'm gonna, allow the music to play for the rest. But tell me how you will come up with different, what different types of journals are you coming up with for the new year? Anyway, I all hope that you have a safe and happy new year. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share. I appreciate it. Thank you, makers. Have a nice day.